Welcome to another video from the Norfolk Herald. Although the sun is shining at the moment, the roads are still fairly wet round our way, and it's supposed to be showery, so I'm not going to risk going out today. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different and show you where the little girl lives. I spruced up the garage some time ago, painted the walls, put a few appropriate items on the wall. I did tell people it would be nice to have some ornamental stuff to put on the garage walls, and this is what they came up with. I suggested Triumph based where they could, and they did the trick. I also painted the floor, although it's a little bit scruffy at the moment, but a lot better than it was. Anyway, what I'm going to do today is just show you a little bit of detail about the convertible roof, because I don't think it's ever actually been shown in any detail on any videos I've seen anyway. So obviously the convertible stowed under this cover. Is it called a tonneau cover or a half tonneau? It isn't really a tonneau, is it? Or even a half tonneau. I don't know what to call it. Cover seems a little bit boring, but there you go. So anyway, it's under here. You can see it's held by these press studs. When I first got it, they were extremely difficult to get fastened on, but I've put Vaseline on them all and they now click into place a lot more easily. And I'll just pull a few more of these off. I will pull them all off in a minute, but I can't really hold the camera and do that at the same time. But you can see here she is. So that's it with the cover fully off now, and you can see a little bit of the mechanism and how it folds up, and here we have the catches that secure it to the frame at the front of the windscreen. I'll show you those later. One thing it is important to do is just put a little drop of oil on the hinges and joints every now and again. Makes it a lot easier to maneuver about. We have some more here, some more down there. Sorry, I'm getting my thumb in the way, but it's a bit difficult. And there. I think that's most of them. I did the other side the other day, so no sweat there. So you'll know, of course, that the Herald here is the Norfolk Herald, and it is a Herald 1360, but basically I think the convertible top mechanism and stowage is the same for earlier Heralds as well, and certainly for the Vitesse. So one-handed, I'll attempt to show you how we put it up. Firstly, you'll see on the driver's side the window is already down, and it is important just to either have the door open or put the windows down a bit, which I've now done. Makes it a lot easier to put the hood on. And so we lift the hood up. Can I do this one-handed? Sorry, I got you a bit close there, but here we go. So you can see it beginning to unfold. We have to just check on the way, on mine anyway, I don't know whether anybody else does, but just check that these pieces here in the corner come out. They can get held up. But they seem to have come out fine today. And so here you can see the catches now, and they come down and get fitted into there. So the top drops down like so, and you don't squeeze your finger, except I just did. What you have to do is pull the hood forward a bit, because you can see it's not fitting over this lip at the moment, and I'm probably going to have to put the phone down to do that, so give me a minute. So now, after a bit of heaving and pulling, I've got the hood sitting over the lip that you can see now. Just before I secure it, just go around to the side pieces here and make sure that the inside flap is tucked under the rail there to keep it waterproof, and just the same on the other side. Which it nearly is there, that's gone under there. Good, so we now should be in business. Oops, sorry, I'm moving the camera about, but I've got a tight access here, and sorry for the finger there. So here we go, fingers crossed. It still hasn't come forward far enough. There we go. Right, so if I bring you around here, you can see we've now got the fitting together, and we just lift this lever up and it pulls the hood tight, and the same and the same on the other side. Sorry for the groaning there, that was a little bit of an effort to do it one-handed. And once I've got the hood in place, I've then just got to tuck the bottom flap here, you can see, under the rail of the hood, which helps with the waterproofing, and then you can just pull the top cover over. Here you can see on this side it's all out, so it just needs to be pushed under there. It helps to keep the rain out. Those of you who have watched most of the videos on the channel will know that I did go out last year with Sean at a County for Old Cars. We had a little meet up and went out to Dunwich for fish and chips. The weather was a little bit rainy while we were doing that, but on the way back from Dunwich it absolutely threw it down, and the hood was surprisingly watertight, even in a torrential thunderstorm. But what it can't do is stop sideways splashes, and unfortunately there was an HGV coming in the opposite direction, and it threw up a hell of a pile of water straight onto the driver's side, and I got totally soaked. I'm not sure how old the hood is. I mean, it was there when I bought the car last year. It looks in very good nick. There is some minor fogging of the perspex side windows, but the back is quite clear and you can see out of it very well. I do actually use this stuff applying to the hood every now and again, and to the cover, and it does, in my opinion, it helps protect and gives it a nice finish. And I've said that without being an influencer for Autoglim. I've used several Autoglim products and I've found them all to be pretty good. I don't know whether you've had similar experience. If you agree, then let me know in the comments. Just a couple of other points I want to mention. Although it's October, it is quite mild. You shouldn't really be moving these hoods about if the weather is cold, because they get very stiff and brittle and you run the risk of damaging them. The other thing is, you'll have seen I was struggling a bit. Well, the hood's been down most of the summer and I've been a bit naughty really. I just waited there for that jet to go past. We're fairly close to Stanford Battle Area here, so we do get some low-flying aircraft from time to time. As I was saying, ideally I would think every sort of month you want to be putting the hood up just to stretch it over and then leave it on overnight, even if you're then going to take it down again the following day, just to keep it stretched. And funnily enough, the same thing applies to the little cover, because I have read that some people have used their covers after quite some time not having them fitted on, and they've found that they've shrunk and they can't actually get them fitted back on. And again, lowering the hood should only be done really when it's a little bit on the mild side. It doesn't necessarily have to be warm, but it certainly doesn't want to be freezing or approaching freezing. You can damage the cover or the back perspex windows. So to put the cover down, the hood, not the cover, undo those two, and then it will come down quite easily. So here we are, I've undone them. You can see she goes back nice and easily with just a little bit of hand pressure. But here comes the important bit now. When you get it to that sort of stage, you want to be pushing the side panels in so that they fold neatly, like so. If you don't do that, then you run the risk of them being damaged. And the same with the back perspex. I put a nice fold in that, like that. I'll just go around to the other side and do the same with the side panel. Unfortunately, when you have them well lubricated, they tend to move easily, so there she goes. And with a little bit of help, she's home. Just round the other side, like so, and then you can put the cover back on again. Well, I hope you found that interesting. If you have any comments as to how you do yours, if you think I'm doing it wrong, then please let me know. And maybe when I do the next video, I shall actually be out and about in the Norfolk Herald. I hope so. Excuse me. So stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing, or indeed, as you may have now discovered, quite a variety of other stuff too. Got a couple of crazy dogs that I keep posting a few bits about. Agricultural, horticultural, ploughing matches there'll be, and every now and again you get a little old bit of Norfolk squit as well, so aren't you lucky? You ought to subscribe, you know, that you really did. See you soon.